Well, welcome back to the channel, Old Cars, New Van.
Well, we're just doing a little bit of a fleet update today for you. It's mid-September. Sounds like a Rod Stewart song, doesn't it? And I really should be back in school. But instead, I'm messing around with old cars. First of all, Dizzy. Sorry, it's quite windy. I hope the sound quality is coming through. Dizzy hasn't been run in ages, but she fired up first click of the key, so I was really pleased with that. Sounds really, really good. We're going to take her for a spin. She's been sitting here for a few weeks. It's going to go back into storage probably for the winter. Oh, there we go, just stalled. Right, where were we? Okay. Old cars. Yeah, so yeah, fundamentally running really well actually, no issues at all. So we're going to take her for a spin now and bring you along for the ride.
So when was the last time we were out in Dizzy?
Probably like weeks ago,
I know.
I guess. So we're just here today, giving Dizzy a run out before we go to a car show tomorrow.
Yes,
So.
fingers crossed, because the weather forecast isn't amazing, but we're hoping that it's going to be okay.
Exactly right.
Because it could well be the last outing of the year, and then of course she goes into secure storage for the winter, etc, etc. So, you know, it would be nice. We've got another show at the end of September, but I really want to take the Nissan to that because I want to do an 80s display. So today is very much sort of the fleet update. We'll probably get all three cars featured at some point. I can get out of this junction, and we'll see how they're all running. Funnily enough, last time I got the Nissan out, it had a flat battery. Right.
Because, yeah, I still remember that. Because is there no shows in October that we can go to?
There's probably a couple, but again, it's the weather, isn't it? It's just so.
It is weather dependent.
It's just that time of year where really, do you want to? Will you enjoy it? You know, as well as is it good for the car? So
maybe Great British Car Journey.
Maybe. We'll see.
Always a good one.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
It's time. She did stall, and funnily enough, I caught that on camera. But she started back up again, and yeah, seems to be going really well. Anyway, we'll come back to you a bit later in the journey. We're only going a couple of miles, I think.
Okay, we're just driving now through the gorgeous Ecclesall Woods, which is a beautiful local place. So I'm going to see if I can show you a little bit of it.
Rover 200 Cabriolet on the side there.
Oh, damn it! I missed that. It's also pretty bumpy. Well, we've not got the smoothest roads here, so as the car can really feel that.
Oh, that's Sheffield Council for you.
Oh wow, this is actually really bumpy.
It is, isn't it?
So just heading up and out of town. I'm liking what's in front of us though.
Yeah, have a look at what's in front of us. A modern Porsche. E3 Bro. Yo, bro.
Yo, yo, bro. Going down through all the houses of Dover Village now. This is kind of, what would we call it? The posh bit near us, isn't it? It's kind of okay. Just your typical area around here. Just finding a bit of traffic locally now. Don't think these guys know where they're going. Back on the main road, we're just going to loop around.
Yeah.
We got there in the end, we're just on the way back, trying to dodge all the crazy traffic. I think Dizzy's driving pretty well today, actually.
Yeah.
I would definitely say. Sounding good.
Yeah, sounds good.
But with old cars, you never actually know what's around the corner, so.
No, particularly with 70s cars. I mean, you know, you notice the difference in confidence and dependability from love this car though we do, you know, there is always a certain trepidation taking this out, whereas actually the Nissan Sunny 80s,
And this is why we love the 80s cars, isn't it?
80s,
Because
you know, it just feels modern. It just feels like it's going to work. And as for your Mazda, well,
these are the perfect combination.
You know, that's just a modern car, isn't it?
Dependable but retro.
Yeah, retro rather than. Whereas this is definitely a proper classic and feels like it. So for anybody viewing who thinks, oh, I'd love a 70s car, right, I'm going to follow the example. Do your research, go in with your eyes open, because they are, you know, they're great, but they are work.
And don't expect that you won't have to do any work either.
No, they are work, and
it's pretty much intermittently, it's pretty much constant something will need doing somewhere.
yes.
So if you want an easier time, then you probably would get like an 80s or a 90s car.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Particularly as sort of a new entrant into, if you're a new, you know, thinking of your first classic car, I wouldn't recommend a 70s car myself. But I'm sure others would disagree, and that's fine.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
but,
So different opinions. So
that's just the advice we're
we'd
giving.
have, I guess, at this point. We'll see if these cars are out today. That
It's our next door.
We always have my,
nearly neighbour. Little X1 Fiat X19 there.
yeah, just a fleeting glance there.
Okay, next, Sunny Jim. As I say, the other day I had a flat battery. I put it on charge and he started straight away now. So I'm hopeful there may be a bit of life left in the battery, but we'll have to monitor that. But that's just obviously routine maintenance rather than anything more serious. Yeah, it's going well. Apart from that, we're going to take him for a spin, as I say, with this fleet update, and you can come with us.
It's got a bit dirty, hasn't it, just lately?
It has.
I'll have to clean it up for the show.
Yes. Power of the 1.6 Nissan.
Right, just here today, going to take our Nissan Sunny out for a spin. Just check that everything's good before, hopefully, the show.
Come on then, jump in.
So, you can with the Nissan.
You can with the Nissan. That was the strap line.
So whereabouts are we going?
We might do a similar route, as I say, with this fleet update. It's just getting them all out and making sure everything's fine. As I say, a couple of days ago we had a failure to proceed moment with this Sunny Jim. But it was just a flat.
Kind of worrying, but
well, it's just a flat battery, I think, through lack of use. I mean, it jumped. We carry a TopDon. It's not sponsored, this video, by the way, and we bought our TopDon. We weren't given it, but I do really rate them as a piece of equipment. They're absolutely fantastic, and some of the car trading channels that I follow, like Chop's Garage, absolutely swears by TopDon equipment. So I thoroughly recommend that to anybody who's into classic cars, because the majority of breakdowns are often a flat battery, and if you can self-rescue, you'll not only save yourself an awful lot of time, but they can be funny about coming out too many times for the same fault with old cars.
Oh, can they?
Yeah, they can refuse to come out to you if you call them out a couple of times. 70s cars, you know, they need a lot of attention and a lot of maintenance and a lot of fiddling, barring a battery possibly, which may need to be replaced on this. This is just, you jump in it and go. Yeah, certainly as a first classic car, it's a lot less mither. The irony is, of course, that this 80s cars is a lot rarer than the 70s Rover P6. There's plenty of them around.
Absolutely.
But
Well,
this...
we've even seen quite a lot, haven't we, since
Yeah.
we've been going to shows and that, so...
But this is literally sort of one of 3 or 4. We don't know exactly how many, but not many. So it's funny that this draws more attention than the Rover P6 does, just because of novelty and rarity. So partly why I want to go to Thorsby in the Nissan is that obviously we've been once this year in the Rover P6 Dizzy. But if you've watched that video, you'll know they've got a sort of like a sort of age-related ring which you can take your car into. So we'll be in the 80s with this.
You kind of get called in, don't you? And they say, right, all the cars from the 60s make your way, or 70s, 80s, etc. So
yeah,
it's pretty good.
I think it'd be rather fun to take this one.
Take Sunny Jim in the ring.
Simply because it's so rare.
I think it is one of 2 or something now, isn't it?
No, we've definitely established that there are 3.
Oh, okay.
Although one of them isn't on the road yet, but it's, you know, it's not scrap in the sense that it's definitely going to go back on the road. I believe it's in North Wales.
Yeah, take it in the ring and...
Another classic there. What that is. It was cool. So yeah, it'd be good to take it, as I say, in the 80s ring, and
see what else is there as well.
But as I say, my plan is to film all the cars coming in, so all the cars are moving, so it's not a static exhibition this time, rather than going up and down the lines.
Up and down the rows like we've done in the past.
Yeah. It's just the way the diary's fallen that somehow the dates for Thorsby are more convenient for us than some of the other possible shows that we could have been to. So it is a repeat, but to get round that repeat, as I say, I'm going to film this in a slightly different way. So hopefully that will be of interest.
So yeah, a good little run in Sunny Jim. Performed very well. There may be a slight blow on the exhaust. I'll have to have a look at that. It's very slight. It could be baffles as well that have just sort of collapsed a little bit. It just sounds a little bit rorty. It's quite nice in a way, actually. I quite like it. But no, it's going really well. So that was a useful run out, and we'll just monitor that battery situation. And finally, of course, there's Keith. Well, Keith's just fantastic. I mean, you know, this Unos Roadster has been with Maya now over 4 years. Touch wood, never let us down, no problems at all. And it's an absolute joy to drive because they are really good, fun drivers' cars, and it's going really, really well. No issues to report. This is obviously in relative daily use, not every day, but you know, Maya does use it as her daily driver on the days that she needs to be out and about, and it's performing that task incredibly well. We've obviously Lana guarded it, and there's lots of protection underneath to stop the dreaded rust, but yeah, no issues to report on the MX-5. And then of course our van, as in the title of the channel, Old Cars New Van, our new van, but nobody's really interested in that, so just a footnote to say, yeah, that's still providing sterling service. So, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Next video will be another car show, which was recorded slightly earlier in the year. We're slightly out of sync, but that's that mixes it up a bit, so that's no bad thing. So more shows coming soon, and our continued adventures with our classic car fleet. Thanks again. See you soon.